Okay, so today is, what is today? Tuesday maybe? It's the 6th, I think. Anyhow, Ray came over to give me a hand, and we kind of got it started, so we're getting there. See, the problem is that every time you do anything, you gotta disassemble everything, and that's a pain in the ass. So sometimes when you have two people, it makes it a little bit easier because one could be tracing one wire while the other one's going the other direction, and while he was looking for an audio lead, I'm hooking up the power leads. And even with the two of us working on it and adding modifiers and jumpers, and this is something, luckily I had this in stock in my little supply. And these are things that, these are not, they're cheap, but they're not cheap, you know, as comparison. You know, these things can cost you $10, $12, $15, you know. So, you know, and these little 12, 5, 10s, 15s, they add up. So at that point, that's where we're at. So, however, we got this working, we got this working, and we got that working, the headset and everything. Now I just want to check something because I added some power and I wanted to make sure that I have it going to the right place. And this one we're using, alright, we're not using this one. We have power on this red and black one if we need it. But for now, we don't need that. But I have this one hooked up, and I'm using the black and blue. So I want to check that to make sure before I skadoodle over there, because now I have to redo the board diagram and the fuse diagram. Okay, so the blue and the black power up this unit. The red and black power up a unit that we're not using right now, but it's there if we need it. Now by doing that, however, we did create a little bit of a problem. This originally had a 6-banger fuse box in here, as you know. Took it out and I replaced it out here. And if you blow a fuse, let me see if I can demonstrate that. Turn the power on. There. Yeah. If you blow a fuse, the light will come on next to that fuse. So it's real easy to find. And I put the amps and the color code for the fuses on the diagram that I'm going to leave with this thing. I'll keep one for myself, but I'm also going to put one in here. However, I had, oh, it came. Excellent. This is the one I've been waiting for. Thank you, babe. However, because it's a 6 and we had to make some modifications to get everything to work, I had to add a power line to this fuse, which now has two things on it. It has the wheel, one of the wheels, and it has the voice modulator on it. Now I can change that to another one. It's not a big deal, but that's where we're at. Now I could very easily put it over here and take this 5 amp and make it a 10 amp and not have a problem, but that's where we're going to leave it for now. Maybe not. Maybe I will change it. It's not a big deal to change. I don't know. See, now that I see this, maybe I should. See, once you get things done, sometimes you start thinking about it. Now, I also got to get a piece of Velcro, because I got to take this. Hold on a minute, guys. I take the screw out because I want to Velcro this down. Hey, baby. Alright, so I got to get a piece of Velcro so I can Velcro this into here. The other thing I want to do is, this runs off of a battery, a 9-volt battery. It's hard to get into this thing if you got to make changes. What I'd like to do is tie this into this power on the board. And that's going to be one of my next steps. I just seen a wire sticking out here. Let's get that inside. You know, you gotta, every time you move one of these things, you gotta pay attention so that you don't end up crimping a wire between two pieces of metal. Anyhow, I'd like to get it wired in to here. Do I have what I need? I may. See, there's a battery in here. And what I need is a blank, meaning a battery that has nothing in it that I can put in there and attach wire to. Because I don't want to open this and start working inside a new piece. I'd rather just put a blank in there. Now if I can't put a blank in there, I'm wondering if I can destroy one of these enough to make it work. That's another thing. Alright, so one thing at a time. Let's put you, are you recording? And how's the battery? Battery still looks pretty good. So let's put you up here for a second. I think I can, you know, it's here. Oh, here's that other cheese grater that came in. Let me show it to you real quick. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. This is the, I ordered two, remember? This is the one that I like. See how it's got the little bellow on it? Now it's a little thinner than my other one, but this will work. This is, the other one works, the flat one, but you gotta kind of do this with it, you know, and you gotta put a little kink in it. This one has this bevel, this little contour to it, makes it much, much easier to work with. Much easier. Alright, I am going to, well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Wait just take a minute here. I just found this battery with this on it. I don't know if I'd be able to fit this in there, because if so, probably not. Now, let me go back to my original plan. I'm going to try to drill this out. So let's go over here and make a mesh and short everything out, and spark, and whatever else we can do. So let's go here. Arc, arc. Here we are. Here we are. Into it, but well, hold on, let's get a pair of pliers and see how that opens. Let's see what we can do. See if we can get this case open by taking the bottom out of it. So do you ever want to know what's inside a 9-volt battery? A bunch of little batteries. Alright, let me cut these off. We're going to put this back in, fill this up, but I'm going to solder wires to it first. So let's go in this direction. Tripod. Okay, so first things first, let's get the cutter. There. Those are little like AAAs, but they're actually smaller than AAA, but we'll investigate that another time.